Lonnell Williams. I just want to take a moment before I say goodnight to tell you how much I love you and appreciate you. A little libation. Yeah, I got to go home. Good night. I'll talk to y'all soon. I love you. Who in the hell is that ringing my doorbell? Ain't nothing open at this hour but Waffle House and legs. See who's at this door. Whew. Well, hello.
Well, hello.
Oh, come on in. Ooh. Well, I guess I'm gonna have a little. I'm not quite done yet. Welcome to Pillow Talk. Oh. So just yes, I was just laying it down for the night. I'm just blessed with these gifts. So, why don't you introduce yourself?
How you guys doing? My name is Vaughn. I'm the owner of closeminded.com.
How you doing? My name is Stefan. My name is Mick Witty on Twitter.
What else do you guys have planned for the weekend while you're the rest of the weekend? Besides just being beautiful.
I mean, just party, the beach tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? We've been working really hard. We're probably going to be fat boys after the beach.
Yes. We're
just to let you know.
Somebody's buffet. So
after the beach, cause
we'll meet you there.
Yeah.
So is it worth it? I mean, is it worth it to deprive yourself of this delicious food?
It's crazy because I'm jealous of some other people's bodies, but you know, still having that mentality, you worry about how you look. It's really about personality. I'm actually attracted to your average Joes. You don't have to be muscular. I have a lot of things that I look for, but I don't have one particular type. There's different things that I look for, and if I'm attracted to you, I'm attracted to you. If I'm not, I'm not.
I like a guy that works out. We have to have that in common. I like to train. I like to work out. So you have to work out with me. If you have an area you want to change, I'm gonna help you change that area. But you just gotta be serious and be ready to do it.
I'm ready to
do it. You ready?
And I'm serious as colon cancer.
You know, you gotta interest me a little bit more than just physically.
You can have that physical, because I run into a lot of guys. I say, okay, that's him right there. But once you start talking, you be like, oh, woohoo, cuckoo. You know what? Just close your mouth.
You always welcome in my bed. But when you look like this, when you're just this physically stunning, this obviously takes some work. How is it that you're single?
Because, you know, relationships are a little bit more than just looking good together. Because I have that problem. I like a couple that looks good, but it's just, you gotta have that foundation on that rock.
But then why do you put so much effort? Because you just can't just walk out the door like this.
I'd rather be single than settle. Right. A lot of people settle, and you don't find who you're really supposed to be with, and you end up with somebody that you don't want to be with, but you stay along to make it work, and that's not always good.
And that's called foolishness.
Don't settle for somebody that you thought was cute, or oh, it was a one-night stand and y'all did what y'all do and you done fell in love. It's not really about that.
Hey, so to maintain this look, when you, especially like during sizzle, don't you talk about the sacrifices? Cause you can't. I got some chicken wings over there, and y'all looked at me like y'all was gonna hurt me.
Do you want to start? Cause I have a list. Do you want? I have a chili list over here. Do you
when it gets close to sizzle, you have to restrict your diet.
How
a lot of times, like you really want, if you want to look great, start the month before, like restricting your diet. But you need to be working out through the year, even if it's 3 times a week. You know. You just want to be able to look good and have your abs looking great and everything. You can't sit there and eat Pizza Hut, McDonald's, Burger King, and think that you're going to come out here and everything's going to be straight. For some people that works, but you have 3 different type of bodies. You have people that's heavy set, you have people that's just genetically gifted, and you also have just those folks that won't gain any weight. But you have to restrict your diet. Chicken and broccoli is the greatest thing to do.
Greatest.
Any veggies or lean meats. That's what all you want to do. You can't have no carbs.
So you two would definitely be genetically gifted?
No. Let me tell you, if you look at my family, you would know that I can easily be overweight. My diet might be a little bit ridiculous and not safe for some people, but I have to do it to maintain my look, maintain my body. I just have to.
And Stephen has actually seen one of my pictures from high school. I used to be about...
Hold on, he used to be about pressure size.
Oh, I was about the largest I recorded myself on a scale was probably at 263.
What height are you now? You gotta tell them your height too, so they can know that.
Right, and I'm 5'8", 5'9" with some Timbs on. That's another story. But basically, what happened was, I'm Jamaican American, so my parents are Jamaican, and a lot of times my grandmother used to cook all the time. So when I got to college, I changed my diet, and I wanted to become healthy for myself, not to look good. It was just really a personal goal of mine because I've always been big as a little kid. So, you know, now that I'm smaller, you still have that fat kid mentality. I still restrict what I eat because I'm so nervous, like, oh, I look fat.
So how did you stick to, from getting from 263 to where you are and staying, that whole process? Because most people would give up or they gain it all back. So how have you been able to, like, mentally keep that while battling the fat kid syndrome in your mind?
Basically, I started and I ended up losing 60 pounds the wrong way. I lost about 60 pounds in about 3 months. Did you look like Oprah
with the wagon with the big head?
Yes, yes. And it was horrible because I was starving myself and different things like that. And let me tell y'all, do not starve yourselves. Y'all just want to be healthy. Go to the gym and work out, do cardio, whatever you can do, you know. But I ended up gaining some of the weight back. I blew back up to about 210 when I was in a relationship because we was eating spaghetti. I was cooking for my boo and all that. And you know, when you get in a relationship, you just get real happy and you want to eat everything. Y'all just sitting there chilling. So we end up breaking up, and I had to work out because I had to get another boo. You know, so basically,
things that motivate us.
I started eating right. You know, I cut out a lot of things that I used to eat as a kid that wasn't really healthy. Now, I will have a Pizza Hut pizza every now and then, or I will have something from Moe's, what's that, the taco place?
Welcome to Moe's!
Right, welcome to Moe's. I'll be in there in a burrito, you know, but it's still healthy at the same time.
Right.
So you just basically really, there's 3 things. You want to restrict your diet, you also want to work out, and you also have to do cardio.
You guys were talking about carbs earlier, and I don't think people like understand like complex carbs and whatever other types of carbs. What kind of food should you not be eating if you're trying to like keep the abs together and get rid of this little stuff on the side?
I will tell you what I do not eat. No red meat at all. People eat red meat. I don't eat any red meat. No white bread. No white rice. No sodas. What else is it that I don't eat?
As far as your carbs, what you can eat is whole wheat. Wheat is not good for you. It's just color. You also have, like he said, white rice or white bread. Pasta, you can't get that Cajun chicken pasta at Chili's or
I know it's good, but please don't eat all that stuff.
You know, it's very heavy, and pasta will put on a lot of weight.
How much water do you drink a day?
You need to drink a gallon of water a day. It's very hard to do, but if you have you get done with your milk, keep that carton, fill that carton up with water, and try to drink that a day. It cleans your colon, it cleans you out, keeps that stomach nice and flat.
But aren't you like going to pee every 5 minutes?
Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, if you do have a job where you can't pee every time, it might be a little bit hard. It might be a little bit hard, but if you have an off day, you can be drinking a gallon of water a day.
And I say you can't start at the top of the hill. You got to work your way up. So basically, what you want to do is you can get a bottle of Aquafina or Dasani. Drink about 4 of those a day. You get one in the morning. You get a few through the day, and drink one before you go to bed. And then just start increasing your water. But it is a lot. A gallon of water is a lot to drink in a day.
You have to work out for yourself. You have to look in the mirror and say, I want to change this for myself. I don't want to change this for a boy or for
sizzle.
For sizzle. You have to do it because when you do it for yourself, you will really love the way that you look, and you wouldn't be worried about how somebody else views you, you know what I'm saying? So you just have to love yourself first. I think I've always loved myself, but sometimes you have to take a break. I had to tell myself, I'm not going to be dating anybody right now. I'm just going to take a break and focus on myself and say, what do I want to do? What are my goals?
Right.
Don't wait till the January 1st to say, these are my goals.
Right. Oh.
You need to stop and say, you know what? I need a break from boys, these friends, or whoever's might be corrupting you, and say, this is what I want to do for myself. Write this stuff down. Write it down, whether it's physical things you want to change, mental things you want to change, career things you want to change. Make those goals for yourself, because when you do that, you're going to stay more focused. And then if that right person comes along, they're going to come along without you looking for them. No BGC, no A for A. I don't
Grinder for the iPhone people.
Grinder, you know what I'm saying? You have to focus on yourself sometime, and that right person will come along. They might not come along when you want them to, but they'll come along when it's time.
So y'all gotta check out. It's called OWT. Those guys.
We seen them. We did see them. We did see them.
I was like, that's that gaydar thing. I was like, that's gonna revolutionize homosexuality.
I am a college grad. I finished college last summer, so
body and brain.
Film major. You know, I have some plays I'm gonna be auditioning for. I'm still modeling. I was a model for Sizzle. I modeled in Vegas, so I have some more things. Hopefully, that's gonna be coming up. Pray for me that I do get some more gigs and stuff. I'm writing plays, screenplays, songs, whatever. I rap a little bit, but we can cover that later.
You can sing me a lullaby once they go. Once we say goodnight to them. And what about you?
For me, I am a graduating senior.
Graduating senior.
I do go to school down here. I'm not going to tell y'all where I go because pretty much people already know. But right now I am a personal trainer. I'm also a marketing major. So I'm kind of getting a little bit more interested in personal training. So that'll probably be my big thing. I also own clothesmoney.com, which is pretty much about fashion, fame, and fitness. I will be getting into HIV prevention, and I also want to mentor young black males. I just ask that everybody just give back to our community, because there's a lot of young men that don't have, you know, anybody to lead them in the right direction.
Exactly.
And thank God that I had somebody who helped me. My mom has been a wonderful help in my life. Like, you guys just don't understand.
I love her.
We had a conversation before I came. She asked me not to have sex, which I haven't. I've been a good boy so far. But I told her I couldn't promise her that.
Off in a minute, though.
But trust, if he does have sex, it will be safe.
Definitely.
Well, you know, I just want to say you are sexy, they're single, they're smart.
Oh, thank you, Lonnell. And one thing, I love Lonnell 3LWTV. He is probably one of the only shows on YouTube that I will actually sit and watch. He goes everywhere. And that's what I love about him. He just gives us something different all the time.
I love y'all too. I really, really do. Thank you for spending time at Pillow Talk and coming in, barging in. You can feel free to interrupt me anytime. It's always a dream.
We'll make sure we do that.
We will sure do that.
All right, you guys. Thanks again for joining us for this episode of Pillow Talk. I'm Lonnell Williams. Remember, always stand in your light.
WTV.